Hey guys, it's Mike. I wanted to say thank you to everybody. My video with the Jaws Gacha Gacha was a success. I'm very happy I could get quite a few views for that video. So it might be an interesting topic. Um, I know a lot of my students want me to do videos about things in Japan. I'll try to do some more things. Today I have one thing that I wanted to show. That is, it's another Gacha Gacha thing, but this is kind of goes with my Marvel figures or my GI Joe figures theme. It is called the Gashapon Collection Effects Series, and this one is available to buy right now. Maybe you can see that. It is version 1.5. So I like these so much that I ordered the old version on the internet. It was very similar to the original price, and I thought it gave me a lot of opportunities for like different combinations. I also got a turntable. I made a video actually for the GI Joe knockoff on Sunday, but because of problems with my phone, I filmed for about 30 minutes and it only recorded 4 minutes of footage. So I'm kind of behind on what I wanted to do. I still plan on doing that video, but I don't know about the lighting conditions. So this is at night. Often at night, I gotta do a bit of a quieter voice. I don't want everybody to be annoyed by me as far as my neighbors, which is like maybe, I don't know, 2 meters over there. There's somebody, but I think they're playing a video game now, so it should be okay. But some nights it's kind of quiet, so I tend to talk in a quiet voice, as you know. So I'm sorry it kind of comes with filming in the apartment in Japan. But anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at some of these. So this little effect series, it comes with 4 different sets, and it's kind of cheating because technically they are just 2 separate kinds of things, but they are different colors. So we have some kind of energy effects. The first series actually uses kind of like water and fire themes, but this second version, it sort of looks like magic energy. So there's purple. That's the one that I have here that's taken apart. So purple one and the black, I guess it's black energy or black magic. This one is still folded up like the way it came out of the Gacha Gacha machine. You can see it's a pretty good sized ball. My hands are not exactly small, but it's that big. So, and then there's a rock version, which is here, and finally there is this ice version. So I really like the ice version and the rock version. So with this set, the purple and black energy, a little bit harder to use in my opinion, but maybe because I have less fantastical stuff. But I thought some of these characters, maybe Thanos or Scarlet Witch, could make use of some of these effects. So I'll try to line some of them up, and I'll try to make some extra footage to show them turning on the turntable with the effects around them. I don't know how well it works, but I think with a little bit of putty I can make this stuff stick well. So let's take a look. The first one, if we use these energy effects, the first one, we take it apart, and inside it sort of has two halves. Hopefully you can see this all right. 2 halves like this. They're almost the same size, but they're very good pieces because they're flat, so you can use them around the character's feet. Maybe give him some energy around his feet or energy is standing in something that's on fire or something. As I said, these are purple, so it's a little bit harder to use, but and then the two main halves, which have little holes which you can plug in or unplug. And once you unplug them, they're kind of hard to stick in the same way because they're a little bit particular about how they fit there. That's when it's plugged in, and this is when it's unplugged. So, and then you have another separate little thing. So you can make all kinds of energy all over the ground around him. The more you add, I think the better it looks. And then here's the other plug from the other half. And then inside we have this little tube to connect the pieces. I think you could use it to display it in some interesting ways, but I haven't played with it very much. You can see on the picture they've got it all lined up a certain way. I don't know how easy it is to do that, but combining the effects I think is definitely possible. And then we have kind of a fireball type thing, which has a hole in it. And then it has a smaller fireball, which you can put inside there. And then we have this kind of other fireball, but this one is sort of a sliding one that sits horizontally on the ground. So, or sits flat on the ground. But anyway, with all of these effects together, I think you can come up with some pretty creative stuff. Maybe Thanos is a bad example because this Thanos figure, the Diamond Select Thanos, he's really big. So honestly, this can't fit on his fist because his fists are so big. But you could add these to here, and you could add this one to here for a little bit more of an effect. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking that up, but maybe you can kind of get an idea. I'll take it over here. Whoa. So if you mix stuff up or you put something in the background, it's pretty cool for just making a scene. I also have these sitting around, so maybe I should take away these 100 yen store Red Shadows decorations. So okay, and then look, this is lined up. So the next one is the black energy, and this one is put together. I reassembled it, and I'll show you what it looks like as we take it apart. So it's coming apart. Oh, it's got some pieces inside. There's the flat one again, and the fireball with the mini fireball inside. Hopefully you can see that. And then this one, it looks like the side effect has already well, it is an effect, so the side effect is already out. And then we can take this one out of the middle, pop that guy out, and then here's the tube from the center. Take it out, and the side effect again. It sits flat. And this one, once again, we can pop out the top. There we go. So we got all of the parts. Okay, that's it for the energy effects. And then if we do something with these, let's take a look at the rocks. This one is a little bit trickier because of the way it comes apart. It seems like it would be simpler, but it is kind of hard in some ways. So we pop the top. Pop the top. You can see it makes a nice little crater. And inside, oh, sorry about that. Inside we have a tiny rock that we can detach. It actually plugs in to this little hole. So you can take it out or keep it together. And then you can pop this top off. And it's another crater. So these crater pieces are basically one big chunk. Except for that little pebble that you can take out. And then this one, it actually comes apart, but it's not so easy to see where it comes apart. It's actually kind of complicated. But, okay, I've got it apart. It actually comes apart into 3 pieces. So 1 and 2. You can see this one's kind of square here, and 3. And if you set these up together, you can try to use some of the other parts to plug them together. It is a little bit hard to do, so you may have to play with them quite a bit. But it's also nice, you can sort of put them together in new ways. This is basically the same thing, but I just reorganized it. And depending on the angle, you can hide these parts, or you could put them together like that to create a kind of rocky surface. Having all of them together perfectly might be kind of hard to do, but I think that looks pretty cool, pretty good. Sorry, it's a bit dark. My phone is making it darker. Okay, so that's it for the rock one also. And then we have the ice one. Now the ice one, it's kind of cool because it's sort of translucent like the first 2, the energy effects. But it is the same shape exactly as the rock one. It's just sort of crunchy ice. So we can pop it apart, and it's got this nice frosted white effect in the inside to make it look nice and cold. And you can probably see the plastic is sort of a deeper blue in some parts and a lighter blue more towards the outside. And if you see inside there is that little rock that's the same as the other one. So that guy looks kind of like a bright little treasure in there, but you can pop him out too. There he is. Sorry, the focus, there we go. Focus is kind of off and on. Okay, and you can see inside there, you could just keep it as a single piece like this, and then use that something inside, but it does come apart the same way as the rock one. Okay, got the same style, and this one will break apart the same style. So the great thing about these, compared to a lot of other effects that are out there on the market, these are quite cheap. I think these were 400 yen per try in the Gacha Gacha machine. So if you have figures to display and you want some rather cheap effects to add something to your figures, I would recommend these. I'll try to do another video showing some of them displayed with the figures. I'm not sure how well it works for certain figures. Like I said, the scale can be an issue, but I think with a little bit of creativity you can do a lot with these pieces. So I have to play with them as puzzles because they can actually link up in more dynamic poses too, instead of just laying everything flat on the ground. So okay, anyway, I think that's about it for this series. It was the Gashapon Collection Effects Series version 1.5. I'll try to do another video about the first series because I do have those now. I'm going to do another video on some effects, but I will make that separate from this video. So I ordered quite a few effects because, like I said, starting my YouTube channel, I wanted to have some cool decorations in the background or some cool things for posing the figures. So okay, thank you for joining me today or tonight, whatever time it is, And if you have a figure you've been thinking about opening but you haven't opened it, open it and play.